everybody, please ignore my hair, my clothes, everything that's going on. I just filmed another video doing this, although I didn't tell you how to do it at all. I pretty much just talked about some other stuff, but that'll be up after this video. But anyway, I filmed this video many weeks ago, and I just have never filmed the intro for it, so it's just been sitting and sitting and sitting. So here's the intro for that video. I'm Kate, in case you didn't know. You probably did, because it's probably my family, friends, or old acquaintances who are here to make fun of me watching this video. I'm doing just a like chit chat, get ready with me sort of introductory video. Hope you like it. I hope it's not too cringy, and let's get started. I guess that'll do, right? So I'm going to start by priming my eyes. I use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I honestly don't know if it does anything, but I bought it, so now I have to use it. My mirror is over here, so that's why I'm looking over here. And I'm not going to zoom you in or anything because, number one, it's probably not going to look good. And number two, it's not really like a tutorial. It's more like just a get ready with me sort of situation. So, what am I going to use? Not that. So then I'm just going to take a regular like dense brush. This is the It Brushes Airbrush Concealer Brush. I guess that makes sense. And then I'm just going to blend that in. So for today, I'm just going to use the Dream Street palette by ColourPop. It's the Kathleen Lights ColourPop palette. And I'm just going to do something really basic and simple today. I'm going to take the shade Magical as my crease shade. So in terms of making videos, I really have no idea what I'm doing. My cousin and I have been like obsessed with YouTube for years and years. We tried making a channel like years ago. Oh my gosh, it was like at least 5 years ago. And we did make a video. We uploaded it to YouTube. Now it's private and nobody should watch it. Our family still makes fun of us for doing it because it was really cringy. And we only uploaded the one video. After that, obviously, things just kind of fell off. But I've still always wanted to do it. I think it's just fun. I don't know. Like everyone at some point has been doing their makeup and like pretended to be a beauty guru. So like why not just actually do it? I think it's fun. Levi, while you're editing this, just like edit out all the awkward stuff. Whoa. So I currently am in grad school and I'm just working part-time right now. Oh, so the next shade I'm going to use is a shade called Potion right here. I wonder if it keeps trying to focus on my face, which I appreciate, but I want it to focus on that. Anyway, and I'm just going to use that to deepen up this crease situation. What was I saying? So I'm in grad school. I work part-time in a library. I'm not going to say which one because somehow this might get back to them. It won't, but I'm just like being paranoid. So I'm getting my master's in library and information science, which I'm sure everyone watching this is like, we had no idea that was even a thing. Me either, until I graduated from my undergrad and wanted to be an archivist and was like, how do I do that? And then I realized you had to go to grad school for this sort of thing. To be a librarian, you gotta go to grad school. I feel like people think librarians are just like old stuffy, like white women who like needed a job after their kids grew up and they weren't stay-at-home moms anymore and just decided to work at the library, you know what I mean? But like, that's not true. Most people who work in the library have a master's degree. I'll just say that. Which is something I feel like a lot of people don't expect. Oh, my Cap'n Crunch just came back. So yeah, I'm in grad school, working part-time. That's fun and all, but I need something like a hobby. So I decided why not do this. Who knows if it'll last. Oh, in case anybody cares, I'm going in with the shade Elfish right here. That was an awkward way to show that, but... I'm obviously not a makeup professional, so if you see something I'm doing that you're like, wow, that's not right, just keep it to yourself. I do what I do. I do what I do. Okay, so the last thing I want to do for the eyes is I'm going to take this shade Kaleidoscope right here. Oh, it actually focused, sweet. And I'm just going to use my finger and just put that on my lid. Kathleen Lights probably has a lot better tutorials if you want to use this palette, if you have this palette, if you want to buy this palette. It's really pretty, really good. But Kathleen Lights probably has a lot better tutorials on her channel if you actually want to learn how to do makeup. I bet everyone watching this is just like people from my past, like just trying to make fun of me. That's why I'm scared to post this. There's gonna be a lot of people from my yesteryears who are gonna see this who, oh god. Not that I think they're mean people who are gonna like make fun of me, but I don't know, just like putting yourself out there on a YouTube video is like, it's really stressful actually. I feel like people get shit on, like if you want to make a YouTube channel and you post a video and obviously you don't have any subscribers, you have no views, it's like your Aunt Becky who comments, love you, and that's pretty much it. But like people around you, like your acquaintances and stuff like that, or like your weird friends on Facebook that you haven't talked to in forever, watch it and they're just like, oof girl, this is rough. Like that's gonna be this, I know it. But you just gotta get through that. If I really want to do it, then I really want to do it and I shouldn't let anybody else stop me from doing it. Yeah. So anyway, I have hooded eyes, by the way, so I know when I'm looking at you right now, you're like, there's no eyeshadow on your face. I realize that. I have to accept it. There's nothing I can do about my, well, I could get surgery, but that's a little extreme. I don't care that much about it. So normally what I do after that is I go to like the two shades I use for my crease. And I just go back through and just like strengthen that a little bit. Because I feel like sometimes I go too hardcore with the glitter. Or the glitter, because my eyes are hooded, like transfers up and then it loses the crease shade. I should be looking up like tutorials for like people with hooded eyes, but I never do. I just don't care that much. I just do what I want to do and that's that. So that's it for the eyeshadow for right now. I'm debating if I want to use liner or not. Yeah, I'm going to do it. So I always use, it's like rubbed off because I've used it so much, just the NYX, I think it's like vinyl liner. It is really good. Highly recommend. I'm just gonna do like a thin line, but we'll see what actually happens. I always get this in my eyelashes. Oh my god. Can you see where I messed up? It's okay. Okay, so then I usually take another eyeliner and just do my waterline and everything. This is the Kate Tokyo Fit Rare Gel Pencil. My stepmom always gets this for me in Japan, and it's the only one that I feel like doesn't run everywhere. I hate watching people do this. I do this with my eyes open, and I see a lot of people like close their eye and do it. I can't do it that way. Ow. Oh god. Is that worth it? I don't think so. Okay, so my eyes, as simple as they are finished for now. Then I'm going to move on to my face. So I use this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So I use this just on my nose and like right next to my nose. Because I have like bigger pores here. I feel like it helps. Could do nothing. I don't really know. And I already moisturized my face and everything, so that's all good. Then I think I'm going to use this NYX Honey Do Me Up. Honey Do Me Up. I definitely just put too much of that on, but that's okay. I don't know if this actually does anything, but I really like the feeling of it. Excuse me. Oh, I put too much on. I'm gonna wait a minute for that to sink in. It feels kind of sticky, but I guess that's good for foundation, I guess. So I use the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Foundation in the shade LN2 because I am pale as heck. And I use a Real Technique sponge. We're just gonna blend that in. Whoa, that looks crazy.
Ooh la la.
It's like my face got a whole new face. Anyway, one time I was at orientation for a job. I was gonna be like a cashier at some grocery store. It wasn't like a huge thing. So I was at orientation with all these other kids and they asked that question. Oh my god. So they asked that question of like, say your name and like a fun fact about you. And I was like, So I was really thinking in my head, like, I don't have anything. And when you're on the spot, it's like, I have nothing, like absolutely nothing. So it got to be my turn. And I said before, my stepmom is from Japan. So I thought maybe I knew enough about Japan that if somebody questioned me on it, I'd be able to, like, make something up. So when it got to be my turn, I said, you know, hello, my name's Kate. Fun fact about me, I've been to Japan. I've never been to Japan. Never in my life have I been to Japan. I don't even watch anime. Nothing. The only thing I know about Japan is what Miss Tsunomi brings back for me in gifts. Which means I do know a lot about the dessert life of Japan, but that's pretty much it. Shocking, I know. So I thought, who's gonna have gone to Japan? Well, the guy in charge of the orientation goes, oh my god, I lived in Japan for 10 years. Like, what part did you go? And I was like, good thing I know where Miss Tsunomi's from. That's my stepmom, Miss Tsunomi. Good thing I know where she's from, because I was like, oh, I went to this island called Okinawa, blah, 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 and, like, was like, let's move on, you know? And he was like, well, that's so cool, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, I used to live there, and I was just like, did not say anything. I was just like, oh, luckily they were still, like, luckily we were with other people, so, like, more people still had to give some lame fun fact about themselves. So he was like, okay, on to the next person, and I was like, thank God. But what were the odds that this man lived in Japan? I mean, he was a white man, just like a regular average, like, mid-30s white man. Who would have guessed? But anyways, this feels like that, but I don't get to lie. And now you know I've never been to Japan. So, if I say I have, I'm lying. I also, the one I always use for when I have to be in that situation is that I play the ukulele. Which, I'm looking at my ukulele right now. It's just hung up against the wall. It's collecting dust. I don't play the ukulele. I can play 3 chords on the ukulele. But I mean, that counts, right? I'm not pretending I'm some... I was trying to name some famous ukulele player, but I don't know anybody except for, what's that girl's name? Grace Vanderwall or something? She was on, like, America's Got Talent. Anyway, I'm not claiming to be her. I actually haven't even picked that thing up in, like, a year. I've been talking and just bouncing this thing on my face. Like, it's not even doing anything at this point. I've just been like... It's kind of nice, though. I feel like usually I'm, like, trying to hurry when I do my makeup, and now I'm, like, making sure it's blended and nice. What's sad is my face looks really pale. Like, it looks like it paled my face down, but it matches my neck. I guess that's semi-good. Alright, so then I used the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair Neutral, and it's actually not light enough for my under eyes. It's kind of like the exact shade that the foundation is, so I just use it to, like, cover any imperfections I have. I have a few. I've acknowledged them. Now don't comment about them. I say that like anybody's gonna watch and want to comment, but just in case, I'm just gonna throw it out there. So then I just bounce that in. I feel like sometimes I try to bounce, I like almost blend this too much. Sorry, my camera shut off. I had to turn it back on. So I learned this trick from Jessie Smiles. What she does is, she takes, where the heck is my setting powder? My setting powder. This is the Coty Airspun Loose. I don't really like it, but I got such a big thing of it that now I just have to keep using it. And she takes a little, like, dense brush, like this, and she just, like, goes over, like, individually sets where she put concealer. And I'm not gonna lie, I think this works. I mean, like, you're still gonna see my pimple, but, like, there's only so much I can do outside of a face transplant to be able to fix that. So that's pretty much what she does, but she probably does it a little better than me. I don't know how, but... And then I'll just take a bigger brush. This is the No Name fluffy brush that I got from somewhere. And I just lightly set everything. I try to avoid the spots that I already put powder on to not disturb it, but it happens. I really do not like that, like, feeling of having foundation on your skin that isn't set. Like, some beauty gurus will just, like, not set their face, and I'm like, but how? Especially this area. This area bothers me. The next thing I do is my eyebrows. Oh, Lord. Okay. Let me preface this by saying that I have the world's straightest eyebrows. They literally go, I mean, you can see them. They literally, I'm probably, like, raising my eyebrows. But, like, if I were to naturally lay down my eyebrows, they pretty much go like this. straight across my face. So I try to give them some sort of arch, but like I said, I'm not a professional. So do my eyebrows always look the best? No. Do they ever look the best? No. I'm not even going to tell you what I'm doing because it's not going to be helpful. I already know it. My eyebrows also never match. There's no way. I cannot get them to even look somewhat similar. I bet if I colored half my face and the other half, it would look like I had two different faces because my eyebrows are just so different. But there's only so much I can do with all this. I'm already putting on so much makeup, and if it's not better, that's it. I'm out of options. This eyebrow, I think, is actually the devil. I can't even tell if they look somewhat okay, but that's fine. I use the ABH brow pomade, by the way, in the shade Taupe. Sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, I'll carve them out with concealer, but I'm not feeling that good today. And then I just set them with the ABH Clear Brow Gel. So the next thing I want to do is actually just finish my eyes. So I'm going to go back into that Dream Street palette and just use the same shades, but I'm just going to use them underneath my eye. So that's pretty much what I do for the eyes. Oh wait, then I highlight my brow bone using the shade Moony that's in here. Then I'm going to go in with bronzer. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Sunset Striptease bronzer. And I'm going to use another IT Cosmetics brush. What is this one called? Not that anyone is going to care or go out and buy it, but Airbrush Powder Brush. Sometimes I go too ham with the bronzer on my forehead. So that's what we're looking like right now. Then I go in with blush. I'm not the biggest fan of blush. I put it on, but I don't know. I have this really cute Tartelette blush book though. There's a bunch of blushes in it. I would never need to buy another blush ever again. I'm just gonna go in with a random color. On camera it looks kind of crazy, doesn't it? I swear in person it doesn't look like this. Well, I'm just gonna blame the camera. That's why it looks crazy. Then I'm gonna set my face. I'm gonna use the last little bit I have of this Milani Make It Last setting spray. Oh, that was a little too direct. Okay, this thing is done. Oh my god. It's spraying out like huge droplets. Okay, and then while my face is still kind of wet, that's when I like to put on my highlight. So I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Blossom Glow. Feels so fancy. Using a Wet n Wild highlighter, I said I feel fancy. Sometimes I go a little too crazy with this too, and that's okay. And then after I'm done that, because I'm extra, I use another setting spray. I use a L'Oreal Shake and Glow Dew Mist. And I just put more product on my face. I spray this for entirely too long because the mist is so fine. It feels like nothing is getting on your face. But I can tell I have a lot on my face right now. Okay, and then I put on my mascara. So I'm gonna curl my lashes. Good enough. Then I'm going to use the Tarte Man-Eater mascara. Do you guys have one eye where mascara just like doesn't apply as great as the other side? This is the eyebrow that gives me trouble, and these are the eyelashes that give me trouble. Weird. I guess that'll do. How is it possible that I got this underneath my eye? I just realized just now that I didn't put any concealer underneath my eyes. How did I miss that step? Which means I didn't set underneath my eyes either. So we're gonna backtrack and take a little bit of powder and set my under eyes. Darn it, I can't believe I forgot. So we're gonna hope that that's alright. Wow, that highlights. So that's pretty much it for the finished look. I'm gonna do my hair and be right back. Okay, so that is the finished makeup look. We're rocking a semi-decent makeup look, very high half ponytail. Forgot to add lip gloss. I'm just gonna add the e.l.f. lip lacquers, just this clear gloss. If I'm not going anywhere special, I really don't use a lip color. Unless I don't do anything to my eyes. I love this lip lacquer. So, that's the end of the video, I guess. I hope this was somewhat entertaining. Hopefully not in a bad way, like you're making fun of me entertaining. So thanks for watching the whole thing. If you did watch the whole thing, I really appreciate it. I guess I should say subscribe, like, comment, because that's something that gets said in these videos. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I will see you in another video. Levi, if you could edit out all the embarrassing parts, that would be really helpful. Thank you.